अधियज्ञः कथं को अत्र देहे अस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयो असि नियत आत्मभिः. Hello friends, this is the second shlok of the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Adhiyagya katham ko atra, which means how, what is the Adhiyagya here? Dehe asmin Madhusudana, which means this in the body, O Madhusudan. Prayana kale cha katham, which means and how in the time of death, Gyeyo asi niyata atmabhih, which means remains known to the restrained self-knower. So Arjun is continuing to ask his question over here. So in the previous shlok, he asked the question about what is Brahma, what is Adhyatma, what is Karma, what is Adhibhut, and what is Adhideva. So he continues his question, and over here he says that how and what actually is Adhiyagya, which happens in the body, and how is it that a knowledgeable person at the time of death remains attached to you, and he always is thinking about you basically. So over here two different points have been made by Arjun. So first he says that how Adhiyagya happens in the body, and what is Adhiyagya that happens in the body. So the point to be noticed over here is the body in itself. So he is saying that how and what is Adhiyagya in the body. So the focus is on the body or on the self over here. So you have to understand that the Sanatan way of thinking is a very subjective way of thinking instead of objective way of thinking. In the Sanatan way of thinking, the external world is not really taken for granted. It is thought that the external world is basically the projection of our own self in there. And so the focus is never on the exterior, the focus is always on the interior. And it is generally thought that by controlling your own behavior, you can control the external behavior, external world basically. And this is something which is very counterintuitive, because in the modern times we have this thinking that no, external world is independent of us and therefore the external events are out of our control. But that is not how Sanatan Sanskriti really looks at it. In the Sanatan civilization, we think that if we can control ourselves, then we can control the external world also. And that is why Arjun is asking over here, how and what is the Adhiyagya in the body. So we are acting in this universe through our body. Whatever is our own thinking, we can implement it through our body. And so our activities are actually the yajna in itself. So the focus is on ourself. This is the very reason why in the Sanatan Sanskriti there is very little focus in terms of controlling the external world. And this is the reason why our civilization also has not really tried to control the external world. It has mostly tried to focus on the self. Whatever actions we will do, that will basically change the world, and then the world basically will have an effect on us also. So our own internal mindset and our own internal way of thinking actually has impact on the external world, and therefore if we can control our own internal mindset and our own internal actions, then we can control the external world also. So that is why the focus is on the body over here. Now after that, Arjun is asking, at the time of death, how the knowledgeable remains attached to you, to the divine. So again, the focus over here is basically in terms of how to control your mindset even in the times when there are so many distressing things happening around you. So if you can control your mindset, then you can basically control the consequences that are going to be coming over there. So if you can remain attached to the divinity, then even during the time of death, then how to attain it is the question over here. Because what we generally think is that we are our body, and we cannot really remain very calm during the time of death, because if our body is getting destroyed, we think that our existence is going to get destroyed, and if your existence is going to get destroyed, then of course that is very, very painful. So in that sense, a person cannot really remain calm, but a knowledgeable person, he knows that death is just part of the whole cycle, and a knowledgeable person in fact will not even want to have a body which can live forever. Still, the whole process of death in itself is a very, very painful process. And so, even for the knowledgeable person, since it's a very painful process, it might be very difficult for him to remain attached with the divine. So, in that regards, also Arjun is asking this question over here, that how is it that even the knowledgeable, they remain attached to you? So, the question, in fact, actually is valid, because at the time of death, if you are really feeling a lot of pain, then it's quite difficult to remain attached. This experience that we are seeing is very, very real. So how do you stay attached with him? So a very genuine question has been put in front of Shri Krishna by Arjun over here. So I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.